Gadgets live.
This works. Hello.
Hi, I'm Josh from Brown Dog Gadgets. Yay! Make a tape.
There we go.
There we go. We reset up our computer, so it's a little. We've got to make sure everything works again.
Yeah.
So hey, we're here with another fun STEM activity today. We're going to be making a fun light up UFO papercraft project, which is green on a green screen. What about this one? Is this? That's the internals. Anyway, we'll get there. We're going to make a fun papercraft, paper circuits, a little three-dimensional thing. Pretty fun and easy. Great as a STEM activity project for kids of all ages and adults who want to make a fun UFO. You can beam me up all day long with that.
That's true.
Yay. As always, you can find these directions, like the directions we're using here today, on our website at browndoggadgets.com. Yay, paper directions. Templates, directions, resources, all that fun jazz. They're always free on our website for anybody who wants to use them or print them off. We also have on our website as well all the materials you need if you need materials. Oh, look, green LEDs also. Like, it's a void in the middle there with green LEDs. But yeah, you can find all those resources on our website, all those materials. And if you need more materials from somewhere not us, like you're in the UK, for instance, or Europe, we also sell through a variety of places like Amazon, robotshop.com, which has a lot of has resellers or warehouses in Europe and in Canada as well. Help with that crazy international shipping. But yeah, we sell through a large variety of sources. So yeah. Anyway, enough. One last thing too. If you like what you see today, please check us out on these various things. So it's basically Brown Dog Gadgets on any popular social media site. You'll find us. Subscribe. We love it when you do. Also, if you have any comments or questions like, hey, you guys, we're watching, but there's no sound,
How would they hear you?
Oh my gosh, it's a good point. Lip reading. They're reading the lips very well.
Possible.
Red watermelon. Anyway, comment. We can pop it up on screen. If you have a question, throw it up there. We're happy to have people say like, hey, cool project. Like me, I commented on our own thing.
They changed the software a little, so.
Oh, did they?
Just a little.
It's a different color. Oh. So we get for updating things.
All right.
Aliens. There's Pete. Oh, by the way, Pete, our wonderful producer, Pete is over here on the side doing Pete things, clicking and tapping and doing fun things and doing sound effects. But good times. So, and if the live stream ends up like stopping halfway through, we're just going to blame
Great.
Amazon RAM. Anyway,
Okay.
so let's get to overhead camera and start building things.
Overhead.
Camera! So, to make the UFO, first and foremost, you're going to need the following items. You're going to need a template. You can get it at browndoggadgets.com. We have a bunch of different templates similar to this on our website. Some similar design aspect projects.
That one will be uploaded when I get back to my desk. I just finished it.
He just finished it. Oh, Pete, nickname. So, if you want to make this, wait 5 minutes after our live stream is done, and then go to our website and click
Correct.
it. It'll almost be there. We're going to need some of the nylon conductive maker tape. You can actually need the maker tape because it is necessary for some of the folds and builds of this project. Maker tape. Don't use copper foil. Copper foil sucks.
Yeah.
Copper foil is for chumps. No, you can do a lot more folds and bends because it's a pretty indestructible tape as opposed to copper foil. You'll need some LEDs. We're going to use a couple different colors, but you could use whatever colors you want. We're using 10mm LEDs, aka gumdrop, aka jumbos.
Big jumbo. Jumbo
They're
LED.
10mm, but you can also use like 5mm because what we're using them for is like a backlighting approach to this project.
You want diffused, right?
Diffused.
Yeah.
Only use clear LEDs if you want to make a flashlight. That's my rule. My rule. Like, if you want to make like a beam, like a flashlight beam, use a clear LED.
Yeah, because it's a lens basically at the front,
Yeah, and it has like a beam.
Yeah.
Like literally, when you buy LEDs, they have good information. It tells you how wide that beam is.
Yeah.
Whereas diffused have a nice glow, a 360-degree glow on them.
Yeah.
Now you can, Pete. You want to get really fancy or
I do.
really cheap. Be like me and be like, oh, I have a bunch of clear LEDs, but I need like one of these diffused. So sit there with sandpaper and rub them
I've done
down.
it, yeah.
That is a pain, especially for the smaller ones.
You
Don't do
need
that.
yourself a belt sander.
If you try hard enough, you can actually just wear away all that really soft plastic.
I've made flat ones, instead of rounded on the belt sander.
You can buy flat LEDs.
Ah.
Also, you're going to need a 3-volt coin cell battery and some scissors, and we're going to use a hole puncher for good measure.
What brand batteries do you recommend?
3-volt coin cell, the cheap kind.
The cheap kind.
Okay. I have people like, oh, it's like $5 for a battery at Walgreens. I'm like, don't go to Walgreens. We're not using a hearing aid battery. It's not going to go into like a carbon monoxide detector in my home.
Yeah.
These are projects for kids. Buy like our 5-pack off browndoggadgets.com. To-do. There you go.
There we go.
Or, go to Amazon. I mean, the price is going to be about the same as what we have on our website.
Yeah.
And just the cheap 3-volt coin cells, they last a while, especially for LEDs and small vibrating motors. They're great. So if you want to use a small vibrating motor for a bristlebot, use a smaller battery than a 3-volt coin cell. It'll make life easier because these are like heavy in comparison.
Physical size is
physical size
smaller,
and physical heftiness compared to an AG13 or LR44, which are all numbers that no one cares about
like
except people who do.
Maybe would that work?
Oh my God. Star Wars things. Anyway, so
R2,
first and foremost,
D2.
let's take a look at these directions that Pete has been so nice to make. Look at that maker tape, hashtag maker tape down there. Look at you, Pete.
New.
Hashtag
That's new.
maker tape. So it's a pretty standard, pretty straightforward paper circus project. And the template we have here, you can use just cut out and just follow this guide very easily and combine these two together. We're using 2 LEDs, a red and a blue in this example, 1 coin cell battery. We have a little flap here we can bend over. These little hole punches, Pete. Tell us about these hole punch holes.
Well, it's a badge so you can punch holes and put some string and wear around your neck and look cool at night or in the dark or whatever.
You're going out to all those raves once COVID-19 is over.
And like if you wear a light color, like you have the perfect shirt, Josh. It's a plain light color because then it's going to glow sort of on your shirt, look pretty cool.
People in my life are like, you just want a bunch of plain colored shirts? I'm like, yeah, plain black, plain gray, plain white. Like just super plain shirts. They work really well actually for live streaming because it's an undistracting, easy shirt to deal with.
And Josh, you know what's fun? So you remember when those TVs came out that would like project light onto the wall behind the TV?
Oh yeah.
And people did projects like that's how this badge, it shoots the light out onto your shirt and it looks like it's hovering and glowing and going to beam you up or something. I don't know.
I think it's almost identical to the rocket ship. We have a rocket ship as well.
Close,
if you don't want to do the UFO, there's a rocket ship, which is a very similar project, and there's also a campfire.
Yeah. And more coming. I got more ideas, don't worry.
I mean, are they copyright related ones, like little enterprises? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
CBS spaceships from the 70s?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Sci-fi ship.
Strange saucer hot dog shaped, I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway, so there's that, and it's going to be turned on and off by this little strip here, and a paper clip. You can use a binder clip. You can put like a little piece of, roll up a piece of maker tape on this side and just push it over.
You can just tape it down.
Or just tape it down. There's a bunch of different ways to turn this on and off, but the fold over with the paper clip is a really simple approach.
Yeah.
Cheap and simple and easy.
That's what we like.
Hey Pete, let's take a call from one of the callers on line 4.
Oh
no, there's no one's messaged us. Oh, he says sarcastically.
I saw 12, and that's just percent of our processor, but we've got like 15 people watching at this direct moment,
people from all over, or just people who have somehow like walked away from the computer to go.
Leave a comment. Tell us what your favorite sound effect is. Maybe I'll play it.
You got the glockenspiel on there?
I got a glockenspiel. That's a favorite.
Half our live streams just Pete hitting sound effects.
We got a bicycle horn now too. That's fun.
Until a computer randomly restarts on us because the RAM is refused or something. I don't know. Let's make this project. So first and foremost, we want to cut these 2 templates out. We would recommend using some heavier cardstock for this. Now, these are on our nice printer we use for printing out our packaging for our products. So it's I want to say almost like a 50-pound cardstock. It's glossy, nice printer, so it prints off well. Pete, are you going to have a version of this that is? I'm dying. Not really. That is without color on it. So
we can have one you can color in. Yes. So one thing you'll notice, Josh, the lighter colors on there, the yellow and the green, that's where you get a little glow through from the LEDs. So a recommendation when coloring, make those parts a little lighter. But we'll have a black and white version as well.
We like to have a black and white version, just a line art version. Yeah. This way, coloring and whatnot, especially for younger students. It is. Make your own.
Adults love to color too, Josh.
I've seen those adult coloring books.
They're great.
At Barnes & Noble. They were the rage like 4 years ago.
Still are.
So anyway, cut this puppy out. Yay, cut. I'm just going to put it aside. And like any good project,
fast cutter.
Stuff is on here. I'm going to zoom in a bit here because we don't need. Whoa!
There you go.
The Wayne's World effect. there you go. So this is what's end up looking like when you're done. I'm going to pop out my battery for convenience. I'm going to grab myself a red and a blue LED.
Oh gosh, this one has a bit of a funky switch going on the right side with that gap, so we can get, obviously I have to work within the shape of the object, so I see I did that, it's interesting.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I don't
Thanks.
So first, it's good. Pete, these are projects, these are fun projects. So, like any good maker, I'm going to test my components out now before life gets difficult. So we're just going to put this on the LED. Battery, LED works.
And make sure the battery works too. Test that. How do you test the battery?
By putting an LED on there. Also, people are probably wondering, but Josh, shouldn't you have a resistor in here?
Yeah.
And the answer is no, you don't need to.
No.
For two reasons. One, this kind of simple circuit, we don't actually need a resistor in it. We're just going, so the positive's coming here, connecting a simple parallel circuit. We don't need a resistor. And also, our LEDs from browndoggadgets.com, our big jumbo 10mm LEDs, have resistors built into the head. Not because you need them usually, but because they're kind of nice when you're doing parallel circuits like this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, all your power will flow through one and not the other.
Yeah.
So, if you're using regular LEDs, I might recommend using two of the same color or grabbing a 100 ohm resistor and throwing it on there. It's kind of a rule of what I for LED voltages. Blue, white, and like color changing LEDs, which a color changing LED would be pretty cool on here as well. They all run fine off like without a resistor together. The red and the yellow, when you have those, they run fine over here, but when you mix like a blue and a red together, like low voltage and high voltage, then you tend to have one LED that doesn't really turn on, so a resistor would be handy to have in there.
Yeah.
So if you were doing this regularly with regular LEDs you got off Amazon or whatnot, throw a little resistor on there, like a 100 ohm resistor, even just onto the red LED should fix things up, or just tie one around the leg. That's why we like building them into here for our kits, because it just makes life easier. But yeah, color changing LED would actually work really well here.
Yeah, you can use that. Those are just suggestions. Use whatever color you like.
Well, I'm going to be that kid who has to follow the directions exactly.
Okay.
So first and foremost, we're just going to, once we cut everything up, we're going to lay down some tape.
Lay down some tape.
Yeah, so this is our maker tape. It's our nylon conductive tape. Whatever. We'll just cut a long piece and just go from there. This is pretty good stuff just because you can do these right angle turns. It is conductive on top and bottom as well. So if you want to just do small, short, like individual straight lines and cut, straight cut, you're fine as long as they're overlapping, because the adhesive is very conductive. And this is what I get for cutting my fingernails this morning, because they were long. I'm like, I scratched myself. So I like doing the right angle turns because I have been doing a lot of paper circuits over the years.
You're very skilled at the right angle turn with the tape, I gotta say.
I make people very jealous, like, oh, how do you do that? I'm like,
really good.
Well, just do this like a few hundred times, and then you're good, man. Like that's what you got to do. If you want to be really awesome, you can totally plan things out ahead of time and put your LED leg under here and under here.
You could.
But I'm not going to do that because I forgot to. No, because it'll make life a little easier if I break this into two separate sets. So I'm going to do the same thing with this tape over here.
Josh, there's no wrong way to do it unless you use copper tape. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Like many of these projects, if it lights up, you're good.
You're right.
I mean, if you did it, different than the way it would see, oh no, I ran out of tape. I'll have to overlap two pieces.
Overlapping is fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as it works. Who cares?
We're after small successes here.
And that's why, like with projects like this, especially when doing things with kids, that you want to have them have that success level of autofocus. You want to have them have success, and you want them to see a success and build up that confidence that, hey, this is a project that I can do. I did it myself. This isn't that tough. And the younger they are, the more you just want to build that level of confidence with them. And I'm going to also throw a piece of tape on here as well, because I've got my hands here.
And Josh, if there's not always success, especially with kids that are building this, but it's fairly easy to troubleshoot this and work through it and debug it, and they can be part of that process, and I'll figure it out.
And the most obvious, the two things that typically happen, like with a project like this, is that your LED is backwards. You have a positive and a negative switch, and we have them marked on here. Or you've got like an overlap. A piece of tape is over, like a negative is overlapping a positive piece of tape, and you've got a short circuit.
Yep.
Those are typically the two things, besides the bad part, which is why you test ahead of time.
Right.
So let's add our parts. Actually, we're going to do this. We're going to add our battery. So our maker tape is conductive on top and bottom, so we can just do a little tape loop right here on the bottom of our battery, then plop our battery right on top, and ta-da, we have a solid connection. Something you can't really do with most copper foil tapes because they suck. No, because I've always had bad success, even when we sold copper foil tape in our own kits. I never advertised them as being conductive on the bottom, even though we had paid extra for the conductive adhesive, because even then, it just wasn't consistent. It wasn't reliably consistent. I couldn't count on it to work. And if we can't get it to work here in the office, I can't expect teachers to have it work for them in the classroom.
Right.
So we never advertised it that way. And then our maker tape it works out far better the way we have it put together. And an overlapping piece like we have here or like this. And if you want to stick it down there, on here, you're good to go. And nice thing is too, you can always just peel this back off, put a new battery on later, or a new piece of tape. And then we're just going to also lay our tape down in the middle there. Now, if I was a paranoid person, I might use a 1/8" piece of maker tape to go down the middle. But I'm not, because I'm pretty awesome when it comes to tape.
Wow. That's good to hear.
And Pete left enough of a gap in his directions that it's not... As long as you give...
We can make a little more.
No, it's good.
Okay.
No, I say you left enough. You did a good job.
Josh, we got a comment here.
Was it a little...
Cat Science Club.
Oh, Cat Science Club. Pete.
What?
Meow.
Okay.
I feel like a light up kitty cat with like... We don't have laser cat eye. We have actually like a cat with laser eyes.
I know what's coming next. All right, I'll work on that one next week.
I don't know. We already have the cat laser eyes.
I'll make
so anyway,
black cat with green eyes.
So right now, this circuit actually is a complete circuit just with nothing hooked up in it.
Works
So we've got to
great.
hook up our LEDs to here. And again, I could have just run the tape over the top of the legs here, but I want to do all this first just for convenience. As a reminder, LEDs have a positive and negative leg. If you hook them up backwards,
True.
you will have a bad time.
It's a diode, and current can only flow through one direction with a diode. It's
So-
a light emitting diode.
I always crimp the end, my positive
Yeah.
end, just slightly because I always forget when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
We have to do a little bit of bending.
Gosh, there's a little helpful hint on the instructions that show you how the LED should lay flat. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Don't
So
forget
the
that.
directions actually have a recommendation of how to like lay them flat
Yeah.
around here with the legs. LED legs are pretty bending. It's just like
Yeah.
an old coat hanger, is what they are. They're so you can bend them around a bit, but if you bend them too much, you keep going and going and going.
Boing, snap.
They will snap. So bend them around a bit. They can take a bit of abuse. So we're gonna start over here with this guy, and I'm gonna cut myself a reasonable piece of maker tape here. Not too long, not too short. There you go. And we're gonna start with the positive side. And Pete has on his directions here where we've got quite a bit of things are kind of close together.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, that's fine.
You can always bend those legs over again if you have shorter ones. It works.
We got plenty of space.
Flip them off.
And again, as long as you're overlapping a bit of maker tape,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be like a full amount, just a bit. Actually, I've used probably way too much over here too. Don't want to touch my battery for the
That's
off
right.
chance I get a battery short
Oh,
circuit.
yeah. Short circuit.
There you go. We'll do it on both sides here. I've got a good connection. We'll do this. LED turns on. Look at that. Magnificent.
There's a button.
Are people just commenting like the number 1 on there?
E is the most common comment we get today.
E Entertainment. Is it Joel McHale from The Soup? No, he moved on to Netflix. Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna do the same thing down below.
While you're doing that, Josh, Kat has another great problem-solving skills. Yep, for the kids, Again, pretty simple stuff to work through, but for kids who maybe aren't used to troubleshooting things, it's a great kind of opportunity to
You will troubleshoot.
shoot the trouble. And I'm never sure, is it troubleshot or troubleshooted? What's the right
I think it's troubleshoot.
trouble? No trouble. What about in the past tense, though? Yeah, I troubleshot some problems today, or I troubleshooted some problems today.
I had to troubleshoot some products.
Oh, you changed it, right? Yeah, that works.
I mean,
I'm excited to see this light up.
equally lit up because there's built-in resistors on their head. That's
right.
why. Resistors, they're handy for a reason. But yeah, we build in resistors on our 10 millimeters. We use them for some of our other kits where our crazy circuits parts, we build them into circuit boards, like here. And there's no room on here for a resistor, so we built them into the head. And you can tell if you take out a multimeter and test their amperage draw, you can definitely tell that they a regular raw LED verse, one of our other ones here. So there you go. That's the circuitry aspect of it. Now, if you want to make it into a badge, you can just punch these guys here.
Yeah.
With I think this was like a classroom hole punch of mine. I think I might have taken it from the school.
No, that didn't happen.
I only took a turtle from my school.
We bought it from Amazon.
Oh, look, there's an actual comment. Is it mean?
No, it's just someone said that on Twitch there's less of a stream delay. So interesting versus YouTube.
Well, I guess
Good to know.
People actually watch us on Twitch. Look at that.
Yeah, Twitch it.
Because somebody recommended we do that, so we just did. So anyway, from here on out, once you've cut this out, colored it, decorated it, whatnot, add some glitter, use a color changing LED, use a paper clip here. Then you just have to bend these down, and you get yourself a nice just taper glue on the front or the back. I imagine the front is probably easier for this, Pete.
For me to go around the back, there might be room on the front as well.
So whatever works. Yeah, if you do on the back side, you have a little more space, and you have to worry about it hitting your circuitry stuff either.
Right.
But these are identical in size, so you can just come straight down and over, and then you have yourself a light up
You
card.
need some tape to attach it.
We used to have some clear tape over here.
There
it is. I've got 2 things of clear tape. Look at that.
All right. Yeah, our friend, Unintelligente. I normally watch this on YouTube. Intelligente, would we know you by another name? I don't know if you're a normal viewer.
Some would call him Tim.
Sure.
Making a badge. Some people might not want no stinking badges.
Oh, this is video 451 on YouTube. That's the person said.
Oh, video 451. Now I thought you were video 452. That guy's cool.
He's very cool.
I mean, that guy knows how to party.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely.
how was your day at work? I put tape on papercraft. As opposed to my day tomorrow, which is I'm building Legos tomorrow.
Josh, this project is, I don't know, this J Miles says is cool. So
Miles.
that's high.
Oh, he's on Periscope.
And look at that
Like
eagle.
one of 4 people still using that platform.
Hey, you know
Like, good
what?
for you. I didn't know it was still being used.
All right.
There you go. It turns on. Yay, we got it on.
Ooh.
You see the glow. It looks good. And if you made these nice and light, we got studio lights in here.
Yeah,
It's,
studio lights.
we should really, if we planned ahead of time and made things ahead of time, we could have a video of it looking nice, like a finished one looking nice. But
We'll do that and put it on.
we'll do that Friday. We'll show it looking nice on Friday
Yeah,
during our
we can do
Friday
that,
hangout.
totally.
Hang out, check out what we're doing.
Totally. Do you want to show it on the front camera?
No, because it's green screeny. Green screen.
Try the other printout. See what that does. See what it's the same.
It didn't as badly.
Oh, there's a big hole in the paper.
Oh, it is.
Shame.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Magic paper.
yeah. Our friend Kat says, dim the lights.
Well, fine. Pete, you have to go over there and do that. Cause I
Hold
can't.
it up. Hold it up. Oh, we got to go to overhead though, right?
Oh, shit, we do.
Yeah, we'll do this. Plenty dark now.
Oh, until it auto adjusts.
You get a little bit there. Ooh.
Looks like-
You get some glowing around there. Not bad.
Looks okay. It's still pretty bright in this room.
Yeah. Still,
Got
some
overhead
lights
lights. Whatever.
Yeah, so-
Okay, we're good.
on. We need to
Thanks,
hang
Cat
out-
Science Club.
hang out
Ah,
in the
my
dark.
eyes. How many lights do we have?
Yeah, plenty.
7.
7 lights. All
No,
right.
6.
Cool.
Have fun.
Oh.
I don't know. Good fun.
All right. Kat said that was nice.
Thanks, Cat
Thank
Science
you
Club.
very
For you.
much. I know,
For you and
right?
only you.
Look at this.
For our
That's
great.
great.
Literally dozens of viewers around the world.
Yeah.
Dozens of viewers.
A
So
dozen
that-
right now. Yes, normally.
Exactly.
dozens.
Dozen.
That's right.
Singular are dozen viewers. Check us out on all these social media platforms.
That's right.
And if you're on YouTube, smash that like and subscribe.
Yeah. And if you make
I never
something
do
cool, share it with us on one of these.
Yeah, we just had somebody on Twitter
Twitter, yeah.
makes a really cool Lego maze with some more
Yeah.
Crazy Circus components and a foil ball.
Yeah, well, they're waiting to order a steel ball, I think they said. So.
Yeah, like
Well,
well, we
good
have,
for testing.
yeah, we've done that here. We made
Yeah.
some stuff with our Crazy Circuits and Maker Tape and Lego. No kicking things, stretching my legs. But yeah, that works pretty well.
It does.
But yeah, if you have cool projects that you've made with our stuff, share it. You made a version of something like a non-green screen. We'll do this on the backside. Non-green screen version of this. Go for it. Share it with us on Facebook, Twitter, whatnot. We'll totally retweet it because it's fun. Totally retweet it. We got like 3,000 people now on Twitter.
Nice.
We're so cool. 3,000,
Awesome.
like 38, unless people are like dropping us like flies.
Oh, yeah, don't say that.
But yeah, and if you're a teacher or school or library that wants to talk about doing some of these projects on a larger scale, let us know because we've been doing tons of like take-home bags for schools, libraries, after-school programs because can't have kids come to the library or the classroom anymore. Got to do home learning. So
Yeah.
that's a dealio with that.
Yeah.
So just let us know if you want to talk about that because we have some options and
Yeah.
even just sending out a bunch of maker tape to kids with LEDs.
What if I'm a teacher and I want some maker tape? How does that work?
Well, you can email us at browndoggadgets.com.
Ooh, nice.
And we send out samples to teachers and
Send out a
librarians all the
sample.
time.
Nice.
Typically, we vet that by having it sent to a school or library.
Well, yeah, which may be tough nowadays, but
I think most teachers and schools are still
they
people
can
going
still
to
get
their
stuff.
place.
Yeah.
I know librarians are still like in the library. They're just not
They
hanging out
never
with
leave the
people.
library. They love it there.
Well, especially the
Good
library
point.
cat. I mean, you get
Right.
cats, books and cats and books
Yeah.
and cats and books
Yeah.
and cats.
There you go.
That's what library conventions are all about. Is the
Okay.
books and cats. I've been. Anyway, we're gonna stop this now. Tomorrow we're doing actually 2 live streams tomorrow.
Ooh.
Two with
2
two
for the
different
price of
groups.
1.
Uh,
Free.
We're at noon. We're doing a DIY battery tester. We're making this
Ooh.
project with MakerCamp.com, or sorry, MakerCamp, which is part of Make Magazine.
Yeah.
We're doing that. I should probably find more clothespins for that tomorrow because
I know where they are.
We've got like 3 over here, and they're all like made.
I know where there's 100.
Oh, good. And then late in the afternoon, we're doing a live stream with Stenfinity.com. We're doing a make your own bristlebot project.
Nice. Very
Because
cool.
bristlebots are fun for everybody.
Yeah.
Then next week, we're actually with Maker Camp. We're
Next
doing one of our new solar bug kits.
Ooh.
We actually need video of that so we can show because we can't.
Oh, yeah.
It's solar
We
power. It
do
doesn't
that.
work under studio lights. LEDs, no. Sunlight, yes.
Yes.
Like plants. But yeah, we're doing some more live stream. Then Thursday, we'll be back doing some other activity to be determined. And then Friday, we have our usual hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to go through some projects and activities, show off some fun stuff. And if anybody has a request, we're cool doing that. Otherwise, we're going to keep going through the big list of projects we have in live streaming.
Yeah.
Or what things Pete makes up.
Yeah.
There was a request, Pete, to do we have a vibrating like Roomba,
Yeah.
sorry, robot vacuum. There was a request to do like a lawnmower, like a person on a lawnmower.
Okay. A
You know, little
riding lawnmower?
Yeah, like a little flat lawnmower, then like a person going straight up. So it was
Yeah.
like the person on this little mower would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because with those vibrating motors make a nice sound.
do,
But
yeah.
that person just keeps chatting on Twitch. Or
Well,
is it
they
the same?
said they're only getting audio from one side of their headphones. I don't know if that's our end or there. It seems it might be there. Make sure it's pushed in all the way, maybe. I don't know.
If you can hear us, that's cool.
Cat likes his lawnmower.
Yeah, lawnmower,
Yeah,
because that's not too tough doing a
Okay.
3D lawnmower. Andy is just out sick today. So he's the guy who I tasked with making a lawnmower.
Oh, gotcha.
It could
I'm
be.
not going to do it.
I mean, it could just be audio stuff. Whatever. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll be back tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
We're done. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Please visit browndoggadgets.com for parts, projects, and curriculum. Follow us on social media at browndoggadgets. Check out our live streams at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll see you next time.